contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration, and of course, your team and opponents. Both high schools are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected according
to Automotive, now with and Bornick Tractor Sales, where you can get their reputation with every piece of equipment that you buy. I'm Ben Jarvie here with Mike Bartone and Megan Lebzelder, and we are getting set for Week 5 play here. Conneaut Spartans 2-2 facing up against the Beachwood Bison here. Lovely facility. We'll get a little bit more into that. We'll kick it over right now to the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show here live on 1360 WOW Radio.
It's the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show here on 1360 WOW. I'm Matt Jarvie, along with me, Coach Rocco DeBrand. Coach, thanks for coming in.
Oh, great being here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and we, of course, this is Week 5 already. We're zipping right along here with the season and everything. Ran into a pretty good Edgewood team. You were right. They were markedly improved over last year. Winchell and Bisbee, I think, gave you guys everything you had to deal with.
Absolutely. They had a good scheme offensively. Winchell's just a great player. You know, you can tell he's put time in the offseason to make himself a better player. And then they have a lot of good receivers out there that they can sling the ball around. But when our guys were getting to Winchell, but they couldn't catch him once they got to him. And him being so shifty back there, he was able to find some open receivers, late in the play. And you can only cover guys for so long before they find an opening. And they did a good job of executing that. And, at the end of the day, though, I think our defense did a good job of not giving up the touchdowns, only giving up 13 points against such an explosive offense.
Right.
I know we shut them down twice, I think, inside the 10.
Absolutely.
Where, once they got close to the end zone, they had a little tougher time with that wide open passing game. And overall, we did stop the run pretty good. They got a couple good runs here or there, but overall, I think they did a good job versus the run.
Yeah, I thought defense did a really nice job against them, because you could tell they had an experienced bunch out there. Had some seniors that were seasoned. They knew their positions pretty well, and you guys prevailed over them to get the win.
Absolutely, and that's what I like the fact that we started off going kind of good, but then we didn't put the ball in the end zone either. We had 2 interceptions early, and we were moving the ball early, but then we kind of stalled, and we lost Nick Osborne there right before the half, our center, and we went into that third quarter, a little banged up, and we lost Coleman early in the game, and but then the next guy in, those kids ended up playing hard and doing enough that when it came crunch time, and I know the only second half touchdown we got was that punt the snap over the punter's head, and we picked it up and scored. But at the end of the game, when we needed to put it away and kill the clock, we ended up getting a big 50-yard run by Zach Rice. But that was also a tribute to the linemen up front, who again were backups, and they kept fighting till the end. They didn't ever give up or quit just because we had a couple of our starting linemen out of the game.
Absolutely, yeah. I noticed that too as well. It was tough keeping that big defensive line out of the backfield for you guys, but they prevailed and they kept trying, and it was really a matter of couple of seconds to get something put together and get it executed with, because they're coming and they're going to be in the backfield before too long, right?
Absolutely, and that's kind of when we did switch a little bit to the passing game, which was successful all night. I know Jake Slade had his best night so far, 270 yards passing, and Tellis had 6 catches for 203 yards, and I think that's the most by a receiver since I've been here the last 10 years.
Right.
I know back when Gertie's played, he got in the 180s one time.
Yeah.
But it was a great night by Tellis and in the receiving core, and again Jake Slade and those guys came in and did a good job pass blocking up front. So we did have some success in that area, and that was nice to see.
Yeah, I think you're right. Jake really settled down because he had a rough week the week before, but he settled down. He got a lot done in that game. Tellis, of course, was the Dairy Queen player of the game. What a just outstanding performance. But Zach Rice, too, he was a real workhorse for you on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. He's just a young kid, and I know he gets frustrated in the backfield because he's such a good running back, but with a banged-up line, sometimes he gets hit in the backfield and whatever. But he just keeps chugging, and it was nice to see that 50-yard touchdown win to clinch the game, or that touchdown run to clinch the game. But his play on defense as a sophomore is amazing. I feel like this year, not just this game, every big fourth down stop we've had, he's been a part of. He knocked that ball down in the end zone on 4th and 4 in the first quarter. They had another fourth down, their very first drive. After the interception, they had a first down inside their own 15. It was 4th and 2, and he came and got a minus. And he's been playing that way all year long. He's just a great player.
Yes, absolutely, and kudos to the defensive line too. I thought they did a great job for you guys too through the end of the game. Really held on. Moving on now, we got Beechwood. Don't know a whole lot about them. Have you ever gone up against them before?
No, not since I've been here. We've done some pass scrimmages against them, but we haven't played them. I believe they played them like the year before I came here, so it'd be about 11 years. But I remember them like when I first came here. I remember looking at their old schedule, and I think they were on it. But just watching them on film, they're a very athletic team. They got a great quarterback who can throw and run, and some good receivers.
That's at number 8.
Number 1's their quarterback.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, number 1. I think his name's Minter. And then his brother Minter, number 9. But they got a good tailback, some good receivers, and they got some big boys up front.
Yeah, they
really do. They got some big kids. But they got a little bit of a late start. This is only their 3rd game.
Right.
So hopefully conditioning-wise that helps us out a little bit. But they're definitely a good, solid team, and they can definitely move the ball offensively.
Now, when we got picked up to fill this game for Girard, and I thought that was interesting for a minute. We're talking about Girard, how they do you know what prompted that when they ended up kind of splitting off and forming these different seasons where each team picked up 3 opponents and they play each of them twice? That's what it did, like mini pod seasons over there. There's only 4 teams playing each other through the whole season. They play each other twice. I think it was to kind of isolate them so they're not playing all kinds of different other teams.
I think that's what they did. And they made that decision to even do that, not till we were like a game or 2 into our season. PA just decided to do that late. So we were kind of holding off on week 5 to see if we can play a Pennsylvania school since we're in the league. And then once they came out with their schedules, they were all filled. So we just had to wait for an opening, and this opportunity came up, and and I think it's a good down the road. We kind of wouldn't mind being in the CVC,
right,
or a part of that under the umbrella of the CVC, along with Lakeside and Edgewood and Geneva and
nice
Valley.
League. Nice
so
league.
Us and Jefferson, I think would be a good fit there. So playing some of these teams that are in the CVC like Beachwood and West G, ain't a bad thing for us. Just maybe get our foot in the door.
Yeah, and they were going to play Kirkland. Kirkland ended up bowing out for schedule reasons or whatever, and then we filled that spot.
Yeah, I think they had an opportunity to play Solon, and obviously, Kirkland's just a great program. And I think they wanted to really challenge themselves with a really like a big school like Solon, and just get their guys ready for the playoffs. And so I think when they found out we had an opening, maybe they can fill our need and Solon's need, because Solon needed a game, we needed a game, but they're much too big for us. Solon's much too big for us. So I think Kirkland's like, we'll play Solon, you guys can play Beachwood and make that work. So.
Well, it's going to be nice. It's a great facility there. I was impressed with that when I looked at it online. Their field is a sunken field, kind of like Fairview. And when you walk to the broadcast booth, it's all level with the school. So you walk from the parking lot, level over to it, and go into the broadcast booth. And the field's down, sunken down in. But a good-looking facility there. Just whatever. It's a great neighborhood. You know, top-notch school. So it's going to be, I think, a great experience being there. And it's on turf too. First time for the year on turf for the guys, right?
Second time, yeah.
Oh, second time.
Yeah. We played. JFK was on turf.
Oh, that's right. That was turf too.
Yep. But yeah, so that's exactly what I saw. I've never been there. When I watch film, I'm like, you could tell it's definitely a nice stadium. So our kids always enjoy those atmospheres. You know, if you're going to play away, it's nice to have a good experience. You know, so no matter what happens, it should be a good experience tonight.
Hopefully, that'll help Jake Noons and Mandagello with that artificial turf. Those little quick guys can maybe get some footing and get some yardage going.
Yeah, let's hope so. Anything can help us, right?
With a banged-up line, is your plan to probably try to execute real quickly, get something going right off the snap as fast as you can?
Yeah, I mean, getting the ball in space is always a good thing, and like you said, it's a backup line. They're going to do the best we can. Pass blocking sometimes easier, so maybe we sling the ball around a little bit, or just try to get to the ball to the edges and let our receivers block and that kind of thing. But I think overall we need to have a big defensive night, and the defense has to continue to do what they've done the first 4 weeks and just cause turnovers and give the offense easier opportunities to score.
Well said, Coach. Hey, great win over Edgewood, and the best of luck here tonight in Beachwood.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this has been the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show on 1360 WOW. Up next, Beachwood versus Conneaut here in Beechwood, Ohio on 1360 WOW.
We're here live at Beachwood High School, 1360 WOW Radio. Getting set to kick off for the Bison is number 17. That's Shannon Liam Torres. This will be his second attempt at a kick. First one they called offsides on Beechwood there. Too many people crossed over the line. And it's all the way back at the 10-yard line. That's Talis Andrews going to bring it out. And he reverses it back over. That's Owen Shields. It's going to take it around the right side. And he gets knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice move by Owen Shields and heads-up play by Talis. That must have been part of the game script there. That was excellent game play there. And got it all the way up to the 35 there. Didn't look like Talis was going to get very far. Great scheme there, and Coach Rocco definitely is looking to fool this defense because he knows we have quite a test to move the ball here offensively with some of our best offensive linemen out tonight. We're talking about, we know Alex Coleman's out, Jacob Wiley's been out all season, so it'll be definitely a bit of a challenge for us, but something that Rocco knows better than anyone. So Jake Slayton throws the pass to Talis Andrews, too low, hits the ground, incomplete on first down.
Pass is complete to Talis Andrews.
Oh, they call it. Well, okay, they called it complete there. I thought that definitely had to be too low. All right, pass complete, probably about a 3-yard pickup there. 2nd and 7 for the Spartans. They're all the way up to the 44 at the start of this game. And they're going to hand it off to Zach Rice. He's rolling left. Gets a nice block from Robert Hagstrom, the tight end. Gets pushed upfield, close to the first down, but not quite there yet.
Zach Rice, the ball carrier. He's stopped by Andrew Baker, but not before a first down at midfield.
They give him the first down there. Thought again that would have been too short there. First down already on 2 plays. 2 missed calls by me as well, so I need to kind of keep my eyes open here. Nice facility here at Beechwood, down in Ohio here, right down the 271 and then right on 175. Excellent facility. The baseball field's right behind me here. Jake Slayton throws it deep, and it's picked off by Beechwood here. Number 13 gets it. That was intended for Talis Andrews. Finally yanked out of bounds by Kiefer Manigello. The intercepting player for the Bison was Ben Dezatnik.
He's run out of bounds by Kiefer Manigello.
And that was a good play by Dezatnik to stay with that one. I mean, Jake threw a lot of zip on that ball. Tellis really did not have a chance at getting that one. I mean, he leapt as high as he could, just well overthrown. Dezatnik, playing the deep safety position there, just was in good position. But over the shoulder catch, though, to get that interception. A few good plays there by Conneaut, but ends up being a turnover, and Beechwood will get early possession here. Throw by the quarterback. That's out to number 4, the wide receiver, for a screen pass up the left side. He's going to get, I think, the first down already on that one, a gain of 10. Maybe close to it. That was number 4. That's Kendon Kirks. Quarterback today is Kyler Jalen Minter, 11th grader. Kendon Kirks, also a freshman wideout. Definitely some size, though. A lot of underclassmen on this Beechwood team. The handoff picks up a few yards. We'll get the first down this time on 2nd and short there.
Kendon Wiggins, the ball carrier.
Kendon Wiggins also ran the ball that time after also
tackled by Jason Hurd,
getting the catch.
As the Bison move into Spartan territory.
I'm sorry, that was Dominic Wiggins, the running back there at number 5. Trying to be able to read the lineup card here. That's out to number 2 there. Screen pass. Goes for a few yards. A flag's also thrown back behind the head ref through that one. That was Diablo Harris Wiggins, younger brother, I assume, of Dominic Wiggins. 9th grade wideout as well. Going to call it, and it's going to be a hold on Beechwood. Back him up. 5 more yards here. They're all the way back here now at the 42-yard line.
Put Beachwood back on their own 42-yard line.
Sally on this. Sally.
Man in motion there. That's Wiggins. And he fakes the handoff, and it's tipped by a Spartan player. I think that was Robert Hagstrom. Got back in there. Almost picked off by a group of guys that were closing in. Robert Hagstrom showed that blitz, got right in there. With his height, he made it very difficult for Jalen Minter to be able to throw it over his head. So, tip pass there, and it'll be 2nd and long for Beechwood. Fakes the handoff for the man rolling outside there, and Minter's going to throw it deep to number 4. And they will say it was complete. And that was, Dominic Wiggins, or I'm sorry, Kendon Kirks gets a catch. That's a 2nd catch already early in the game there. Deep completion. Beechwood moving it upfield really quickly. Chase Carpenter, the man in defense and coverage there. Had good defense, but wasn't really looking behind him, wasn't looking for the ball, and Kirks was just able to track the ball and came back to get it. And the handoff this time, it will go to Wiggins, who goes out left and gets hit immediately by a wall of defenders led by Joey Bowen and a few other Spartans there. Joey Merlin also there.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd down, Beechwood all the way down at Conneaut's 18-yard line. Looking to score here already after that one big play. Minter's going to hand it off. That's Wiggins runs up the middle off the left tackle. And it's a first down for Beechwood here already.
He's tripped up by Anthony Nunez. And not before picking up a Bison. First down.
First and 10 on the 11-yard line. Minter gets a man in motion. He's going to throw it right. And a quick pass, and almost picked off by Kiefer. Also a flag thrown.
The sack is broken up. Flag on the play.
Thrown at the end of the play there from the head ref again, behind the offense. Head ref's talking to the head coach here, letting him know what happened. I think it was illegal use of the hands. Beechwood will back up here, looking very close to scoring. Also, Kiefer Manangella made a good play to almost pick that ball off as well. Just like Chase Carpenter did a couple weeks ago. He's had a couple big interceptions here for Conneaut in the last 2 weeks. So all the way back at the 26-yard line. So that was a big penalty. That's 15 yards for Beechwood. First and long here. Fakes the handoff. Minter's going to throw it deep to, incomplete to Kendon Kirks. Bison touchdown here early. Did not read that one. Just an easy slant pass over the top of the free safety here. Complete to Kendon Kirks. First and 25, not a big deal for Beechwood. They went right at it, right out of the gate, completed all the way downfield, went 26 yards for the score. This is Liam Torres set to kick the extra point here. And he was showing off his skills earlier there on the sideline. It's up and good. Liam Torres showing off his skills on the sideline, doing some, look like he's also a very accomplished soccer player, but working on some soccer drills, but with the football. Kind of keeping it up in the air as long as he could, using his knees, his ankles, his toes, whatever he could to keep it up. And he completes his first one, so it's 7-0.
Pay and get your tickets and then go to the second concession stand to pick up your food. This is all we're trying to keep socially distanced, and we appreciate your cooperation in that.
And we are coming back here. Getting set for another return here. Maybe some more razzle-dazzle from Tellis and Owen Shields there. Also back deep is Zach Rice on the left corner. The sun's finally starting to set here in Beechwood, Ohio. Zach Rice will get this one, bring it out from the 10-yard line. Get dragged down about the 30. And Conneaut will take over at the 35-yard line. As Coach Rocco DeBrand was talking about in the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show, right here on 1360 WOW, that Beechwood being 2-0 so far this year, definitely a very good team. They were supposed to play Kirkland tonight, but instead Kirkland opted to play Solon to get ready for the playoffs. So here we are playing Beechwood. And it's very exciting to be here, definitely, and it's a fantastic facility. And the handoff to Zach Rice goes left and gets dragged right down immediately.
Zach Rice on the end run. He's stopped short by Garrett Minter. Loss of 2 on the play. We'll bring our second 12 now for the Spartans.
Yeah, lost 2 on the play there. Derek Minter, the senior linebacker, number 9, for Beechwood, dragged him right down. Lost it 2. We will need Zach Rice to have a big game like he did last week in order to pull out a win. Last week he had over 100 yards rushing. We will need that and more again tonight. And the handoff, and he collides with Zach Rice there, and Jake Slayton's going to take it himself. Not a very clean play there. That was Anthony Nunes actually collided with Zach Rice there. I think there was a mix-up as to the cross pattern. Hopefully, yep, everyone looks to be okay. And we are
short game to bring in 3rd and 9 now for the Spartans.
3rd and 9 here for the Spartans. They are still not able to get a lot of chunk yardage plays already out of the gate. .640 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Beechwood here. And Zach Rice is going to try to make it to the outside there. Barely gets it to the 35-yard line.
He's run out of bounds by Jack McPhillips.
Phillips finally pushes him out of bounds.
That's going to bring a 4th down now for Conneaut.
Yeah, did not get very far, only a couple yards. Zach Rice, not a lot of room to run here. Definitely showing some weakness on the offensive line as well, having some of those key guys out for Conneaut to block. So it will be a tough game to gain, tough time to gain yardage tonight. 4th down, Conneaut will punt. Kiefer Manigello in to kick. Calling it out there, Kiefer will kick it, and he does get it over the head of the receiving guy and goes all the way down. Good kick, all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's where the Bison will take over at the 21. A nice, looked to be about a 40-yard kick by Kiefer, so with some roll, that was good. Got it over the head of number 13, who was the return man. That was Ben Desatnik. We've talked about him already. He was the guy that also intercepted the ball for Beechwood early on in the possession that ended with a turnover there on the first drive. So
Bison will take over 1st and 10.
As we were talking, though, this facility is fantastic. Beautiful turf, as Coach Rocco was talking about. This is the second time Conneaut has played on turf. JFK's facility, Warren G. Harding, that was a fantastic facility as well. Reminds me a lot of that. Definitely not as large as that one, but still beautiful. First play, the drive there by the Bison. Intended for Wiggins on the screen pass, incomplete. Second and 10 on the 20. A lot of standing around here, commotion as well. I'm not sure what's guys coming in finally here. Change some substitution play here. Minner's going to keep it himself and roll. He goes up the middle there. Spun out of a tackle. Not sure what happened. They call it dead. They still keep running here. I'm not sure what happened.
Keeper. He was whistled down.
Whistled down, I think, forward progress. They're going to call him all the way back at like the 22.
End of a couple on the play.
Maybe, or something. Got a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 now. On the 23-yard line.
Ball's at the 23. Minner showing off his speed and definitely passing ability. Where's that green glove, lime green glove on his left hand? And he's blitzed and he's dragged right down immediately for a sack. That is Joey Merlin.
Sacked by Joey Merlin.
Number 9 on the play. Yeah, big loss. More than 5-yard loss on the play. Sack. That'll be 4th down, Conneaut. We'd like to thank for that one, of course. Conneaut University of Conneaut Medical Center. Can't wait to be back in the University Hospital broadcast booth against LeBray on Joslin Field next week. And a shallow kick by Beechwood. Bounces at about the 30, maybe gets a few more yard roll there and tumbles. And that'll set up Conneaut with great field position at the 34.
Bison's 34-yard line, where Conneaut will take over 1st and 10.
Definitely menacing here, looking at this Bison defense here. They got some big guys on the line. Number 79, I mean, he's as big of a player as we've seen out there. Taller than any of the guys on our team. And over 300 pounds, I'm sure. Playing nose tackle, that's Marks, number 79 for Beechwood. Clogs that middle alleyway there, so Zach Rice will have to find yardage somewhere else. And Jake Slayton flushed out of the pocket and almost picked off, actually intended for Zach Rice on the little dump off. And that was Derek Minter that was trying to flush Zach Rice out and trying to close in on him, lay the hit. Jake Slayton, I think, was just trying to just slide it over top of him, just did not have enough oomph on it there to try to get it to him. So almost a close play there. Could have been picked off. Minter bobbled it a little bit too much there and incomplete. 2nd down, Conneaut. Low snap and hit immediately. Zach Rice took the handoff and was dropped immediately. Number 52, that was Andrew Moore Jr., the 10th grade tackle alongside number 79 there. They play a 4-3 defense, so 2 tackles like that definitely are very, very intimidating to deal with. So our offensive line has definitely got quite a task tonight. It has been a tough go for them all year, definitely. I mean, Zach Rice has managed to pick up some big gains here, especially last week against Edgewood. And he's always managed to get his yardage no matter what. It's a timeout here called by Beechwood. And
1360 Wow Sports broadcasting live from up here in the press box.
Thank you. We got a plug there from the PA announcer, so thank you for that. And we are very pleased to be here down in Beechwood. As I was saying, it's a fantastic facility, and you got everything right here you need. It's a small facility, small campus, but you got everything you need real close by. You got the softball field and baseball field behind me. That's to the west, and you got the soccer fields to the north, and the school also. And it's a beautiful facility, and lovely track, and the turf is just gorgeous. And there's quite a crowd here tonight. I mean, everyone from the home team looks like they packed it in as close as they could, considering all the regulations in place. And we do also have a visiting crowd over to this far side as well in attendance, so we appreciate that. Making that long drive down here, over an hour drive from Conneaut. Coming back out of the timeout here, Jake Slayton. It's 3rd and 16 for Conneaut. He's dropping back out of shotgun, gets hit, and yeah, he could not get it complete to Joey Merlin, the intended man. Could have hit him, I think, but on that pass, saw him there, and there was a good read by Jake Slayton, but was hit, I think, right as he was throwing the ball there. A lot of pressure right up in the pocket. 4th down, Conneaut. .346 to go here. Ball's on the 40. No, I think they're going to go for it here. Jake's in. Yep, they're going for it. Throwing it way deep. Over the head of and out of the reach of Tellis Andrews. And you had some of those menacing defenders, Desatnik and Minter over their coverage. So turnover on downs by Conneaut. Unfortunately, that drive looked like it was doomed from the start there. We could not pick up a lot of yardage plays there. Jake was under pressure the whole time. Had to throw that one very quick too, only had about 3 seconds to get that one out. And did not develop quick enough for Tellis to be open. Maybe like a half-second delay and he would have hit him right on the spot there, but Beechwood will get it at the 40-yard line here. Minner's going to hand it off. Number 5 gets wrapped up way behind the line, a loss of 4 yards there. That was Dominic Wiggins.
Tripped up in the backfield by Dacon Shabbat.
That's Dacon Chabot there with the stop tackle for a loss there. Got inside very quickly. Second down. Oh, looked like Conneaut might have jumped over there. Oh, yes. I think they're going to be called for encroachment. Getting a little too edgy there. I think that was number 71 for Conneaut. Might have been Moses Schwartz there. Looked like a couple of guys jumped off at the same time, though, so. Just the size difference between Conneaut and Beechwood on the line is just insurmountable here. It's going to be tough, but they have definitely on defense that penetrating defense that Conneaut's had all year is still showing up today. Getting behind the line, and they're blitzing the quarterback, and he throws it deep right over the head of Kendon Kirks. Was wide open there, just threw it too far up. I think Minner got pressure too quick and had to throw it and sailed it way over the head of Kendon Kirks. 3rd and 8 upcoming here.
Down.
Chase Carpenter was the man in coverage. Looks like it's going to be a timeout call again by Beechwood. Second timeout already, just in this quarter.
Like we recognize some of our sponsors this year, Beachwood Family Eye Care.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Thank you, announcer. I was going to say as well, let's thank some of our sponsors as well while we have this time. Well, of course, for the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show, I'd like to thank, of course, Chris Breck State Farm. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Also, we'd like to thank Lake Erie Automotive. They have a couple specials going right now. Premium oil services, $24.97 for synthetic blend and $34.97 for full synthetic. Ask about those deals as well, getting your oil change and as well as summer savings. Not going to last much longer here. 10% off for the summer savings coupon. Ask about it now. Lake Erie Automotive, call to make an appointment, 440-593-5980. And a slow developing play here by Beechwood on 3rd down. Wow, and a completed catch there. Chase Carpenter looked like he was in position, but it was complete though. All the way downfield to Diablo Harris Wiggins, the 9th grader that's got a couple already on us tonight. One of the Wiggins brothers. And it's going to be all the way downfield. Let's see where they mark it here. On 3rd down, all the way at the 30, wow, all the way at the 35-yard line, or I'm sorry, 42-yard line. They're going to be all the way up to the 11 now. So a gain of nearly 50 yards there. Deep play ball. Minner's definitely got quite an arm on him. Got to watch out for that. Run play over to the right side there. Gets outside, gets stopped. Maybe got about 5 yards there.
Wiggins, the ball carrier.
That was Dominic Wiggins.
Check out, that'll be Mandigello.
Mandigello with a stop there for Conneaut. Conneaut red zone defense. Let's see how well they can stop the pass play here if they need to throw it at all on these short passes. And they're going to run it here. That's Wiggins again, breaks a tackler and goes in for the score. Shakes off Owen Shields and goes in for the touchdown. Dominic Wiggins with a 7-yard rushing play. And it's going to be 13-0 early here before we're even out of the first quarter here for Beechwood, pending the extra point here. Liam Torres with a kick and a short one, but it's up and it is good. So make that 14-0 Beechwood.
With a minute 38 remaining.
1:38 to go in the first quarter here. Definitely some big splash plays, some boom or bust plays by Beechwood has been the only difference in this game. Conneaut definitely had that first drive that looked like it was going very well. Got all the way down to the 30-yard line, and an interception was thrown. And since then, that kind of changed the momentum in the game here.
We, of course, set the kickoff for the Bison. Rice, Andrews, and Nunez back. Deep for the Spartans.
And it's a low kick there, and it's going to be to Zach Rice, who'll just take it a few yards and run out of bounds there. Great job to at least catch that one, make the stop before it somehow got over him there. It was a high velocity kick, very low as well. Conneaut will take over at about the 30-yard line.
Spartans will start first and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
Getting set is Jake Slayton, 3 wide left and a man wide right. Zach Rice looking to pass, and it's complete to Anthony Nunes, who's going to break upfield, and he's at the 30, the 20, the 10. He's going to go all the way. Anthony Nunes, first play of the drive, goes all the way. No flags. Conneaut Spartan touchdown. Anthony Nunes takes it 70 yards to the house there on that quick little slant pass. Conneaut's all the way, already back into it. We'd like to thank Lake Erie Automotive again for the touchdown sponsorship. Now providing free loaner cars with any major repair, free shuttle service or pickup, and a delivery at no charge available. Plus, they disinfect your car from COVID protection. Lake Erie Automotive, they're on West Main Road.
Joey Merlin tacks on the extra point.
Joey Merlin up, and the kick is good.
Beachwood 14.
Conneaut closes the gap to 7. It was a quick response there on that second touchdown. It was 1:38 to go. Conneaut was down 14-0, and in 13 seconds they've responded. 14-7, Beachwood still up. 1:25 left in the first.
Just a reminder to all the fans here, especially if you're standing not to congregate together, please remain socially distanced. Keep your masks on at all times while you're in the facility. We appreciate your cooperation in keeping us all healthy and safe. Thank you.
Beechwood definitely showing off some of their ability, though. With a limited roster, probably only about 30 guys on this roster, Beechwood definitely showing how much skill they possess tonight. They play teams. They were going to play a team like Kirkland, and that's pretty difficult to hang with someone that big.
Jalen Mitchell, Kylan Wiggins back deep for the Bisons. Joey Merlene set to kick off for the Spartans.
Joey Merlene set to kick it off here, and it's a high, short kick. It's going to bounce at the 35-yard line, picked up by Beechwood, and he breaks a couple tackles. That's number 9. That's Dominic. Derek Minter gets about a 10-yard game, stopped by Joey Merlene, the kicker. Gets it to about the 45-yard line. That's where Beechwood will take over. 1:19 to go. Beechwood up 14-7.
Bison will begin on their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for Beechwood. You know they're definitely going to go deep here. They're going to try to always get those big pickups of 30, 40, 50 yards, which is going to burn Conneaut. They definitely have some of those fast wideouts out there. Diablo Wiggins, Dominic Wiggins, the running back, Kendon Kirks, and Kyler Jalen Minter as well, the quarterback, has a very strong arm. He's going to throw it. Minter's going to keep it himself here, and he gets upfield, gets past the 50, and actually did not fall down, gets a few more yards, might have got close to the first.
Jalen Mitchell on the keeper.
Great balance to be able to keep himself upright. Looked like he got tackled and spun down, but no, he kept upright, and it'll be 1st down Beechwood on the keeper by Jalen Minter. All the way up at the Conneaut 45 now, and it's going to look like it's a false start by Beechwood. Back him up.
Dead ball foul, false start against Beachwood.
Back him up to, it'll be at midfield now. Hopefully Conneaut will play back a bit here, looking to stop any deep threats from happening. 1st and 15. The Bison, and Minter's going to keep it himself again. Shakes off one tackler and another. Finally dragged down. Definitely a strong kid. Gets it back up to the goal line, or I'm sorry, the line of scrimmage. Dragged back down by Dacon Chabot and a couple other guys on the play. Looks like this will be the end of the first quarter here. They'll let the clock run, and they won't have very far to go. They'll go the other direction, but they're at the 50-yard line still on 2nd down.
And as we come to the end of the first
and we will come back after this commercial break here. Stick around here. Beechwood up 14-7 against Conneaut here on 1360 WOW Sports Radio.
So stick around. Which is passed across the middle, complete to Taylor Sutton for Bisons. Touchdown.
I'll come back to call it. A pass straight to the house there. That was to Ben Desatnik. And it goes all the way from the 50 all the way to a touchdown there. 50 yards. Coming out of that one, unfortunately, Conneaut did not look prepared. Right up the middle and goes deep. Another big play there. Beechwood definitely getting away with some of those big plays. Right out of the gate there in the second quarter there, they got another score on the board. And the kick by Torres is up, and the kick is good. Beechwood now up 21-7.
21-7, Beachwood.
First play of the second quarter goes 50 yards all the way, touchdown pass to Ben DeSatnik. Big guy. He also has that interception as well on the first drive by Conneaut. And this Beechwood team is very fast, also very physical. I can tell that as good as Conneaut's defense is, it's very hard to bring these guys down as well. Minter, definitely not easy to tackle. It usually takes 2 or 3 guys, and definitely very hard to bring them down, which is tiring out the Conneaut defense somewhat. We'll have to get back after halftime with that, a little bit more improved tackling as well coming out of it.
And then to the other side to get your food. We have Chick-fil-A sandwiches and a variety of snacks all waiting for you.
Torres getting set to kick off here. 3 men deep again, of course. Nunes, Tellis, Andrews, and Rice out deep. And Tellis is going to get this one this time, and he's going to bring it out from the 15-yard line. He's got a seam up the middle, and the ball comes out. He gets hit, and the ball comes right out, and it's a turnover immediately. Goes back to Beechwood. It'll be Beechwood ball at the 30-yard line. Picked up by number 9. That was Derek Minter. Not what we needed, definitely, right now. Only 11:44 to go. We haven't even lost 15 seconds barely off the clock here in the second quarter. Tellis definitely got hit big time there. Looked like he was going at full at it with steam, a full head of steam there and a lot of speed going up the middle. It's a timeout here by Conneaut right out of the gate.
Conneaut takes their first timeout.
We'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors as well. Our Dairy Queen Player of the Game, brought to you by, of course, your local Conneaut Dairy Queen. The new Fall Blizzard menu is here. Got some delicious ones, including the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard or Caramel Apple Pie Blizzard. Enjoy their delicious food as well as their brazier menu anytime at your local Conneaut Dairy Queen. Stick around as well for the Dairy Queen Player of the Game at the end. Oh, sorry, scratch that. They're out of pumpkin right now, so we will. I'm sorry to announce it that way, but they're out of the pumpkin pie. They still have the caramel apple, as well as some of your traditional flavors that you've grown to love. I love the caramel apple pie. That's one of my favorites anyway. So, and of course their food that Steve Grant has always grown to love, as well as the rest of us. Keith in the broadcast booth, University Hospital Conneaut broadcast booth. We've grown to love that food. We miss it. And Minter, first play of the drive here, keeps it himself, gets up maybe about a yard there, goes right, gets stopped by
Jason Hurd.
Jason Hurd, number 7 there. Been seeing his his name being called a lot on defense, playing a great defensive back as well. 2nd and 7. And it's a handoff there to, that's Wiggins, Dominic Wiggins. Bursts upfield there, gets a blocker in front of him, big blocker.
Before he's run out of bounds by Chase Carpenter.
That's Andrew Moore Jr. with the block there. One of the guards definitely got upfield there and was pushing his way through. Close to the first down.
And that's going to bring up third down.
3rd and 2 for Beechwood. Ball's at the 25. The handoff again. That's Wiggins the second time.
Wiggins drives it right up the middle before he stopped by.
Gets the first down, gets inside the 20-yard line. That's Beechwood Bison first down.
And he picks up a Bison first down.
10:45 to go here in the second. Beechwood looking to score again here in the red zone. Minter looking back at the coach on the sideline, then gets set in shotgun. He's got 2 wide right and a man wide left. The tailback steps up to his side there, and Minter's going to throw it, and it's incomplete to Kendon Kirks. Incomplete there. Chase Carpenter laid the hit on him, made sure he did not get up with that ball. Ball goes all the way back behind the end zone there. Bringing the ball all the way back here. Second down. Conneaut's defensive backs have got to pay attention there to just some of those slant routes that just get wide open, because Minter's got a very strong arm and an accurate one too. Minter's just going to keep it himself, rolls upfield, maybe gets to the 16-yard line for a gain of a few.
He's stopped by Chabot.
Dacon Chabot on the stop there. Was working containment for that Conneaut defense, made sure he did not break out there.
Third down and 7.
3rd down and 7 here, upcoming. Less than 10 to go in the second quarter. Minter in an empty backfield, lone man there, and he brings his brother Minter back in as well, and quarterback Minter is going to keep it. Jalen Minter keeps it himself, bursts upfield, great burst of speed there, gets the first down, and then some.
And he picks up a Bison first down, first and goal, Beachwood.
They're inside the 10 here. First and goal, Beechwood on the 9-yard line. Snap and the handoff is to Wiggins, rolling right side, and he gets in for the score.
And Wiggins takes it around the corner.
That was Joey Bowen there looking to make the stop, just couldn't quite wrap him up in time.
Holding against the Bison.
Holding against the Bison there, it will come back. Play that goes for a score is going to come back here to the 14. 5-yard penalty. Clearly, Beechwood loves to run the ball when they're inside the 20. They love to pass it when they've got the whole field ahead of them, but when it's red zone offense, they look keen on definitely running the ball. at all costs. And Minner bounces outside, and he's going to get stopped for a big loss by Conneaut. Jason Hurd was in on that one, as well as Tellis Andrews.
Derek Minter is trying to turn the corner. He's stopped by Merlene and Andrews.
Second and long upcoming for the Bison.
Second and 22 now for the Bison.
8:20 left to go in the first half. Minner getting set, rolling right there, looking to pass the ball, and he's got number 2 wide open, and incomplete, dropped the ball. That was Zach Rice in coverage. Number 2, that was Diablo Harris Wiggins.
Goes incomplete.
Went right through his hands there. That's the freshman wideout. Third and long here. Third and goal, rather. Likely, Beechwood has two chances to get it in for the score here. 22 yards to go. Minner's going to drop back to pass, flushed out of the pocket by Hurd, and he scoots outside to the left side, and he's finally flushed out of bounds. Made it quite a few yards there. Knocked out at the 13-yard line. Will be 4th down. So 4th down and 13 to go. And Torres will come in to kick the ball. Confident with his kicking skills, definitely, and we've seen him kick already. And it's up. The kick is good.
And it's good for 3.
3 points go to the Beachwood Bison here. With 7:58 to go in the second quarter, Beachwood is up 24-7 against Conneaut. Conneaut looked like they had an answer on defense there, especially with the penalty call there. Also, thankfully, Beechwood dropped the pass, the out route there by Diablo Harris Wiggins. Zach Rice was in coverage, but he dropped the pass. Definitely could have wrangled that one in and gone right in for the score, but that was a close call, and instead of 7 points, they get 3, which is a win for Conneaut right now. Tellis Andrews with the fumble there on the kick return. We'll look to see. They might kick it back to him. We'll see if he can keep a better handle on it this time.
Andrews, and then there's back.
Kick is deep. It is to Tellis again bring it out from the 15-yard line. And he gets up to the 34-yard line, falls face first there. Looked like he was just looking to get some yardage there, knew there was no window to move the ball. Will be 1st down Conneaut at the 34.
Conneaut will start on their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
First down, Conneaut. Jake Slayton looking to pass, and he gets wrangled up here, slips out of a tackle, and he's finally going to be, he slips another tackle, and he's going to move upfield. He's cutting back right, and he finally gets dragged down, or fell down rather. Took several hits, did not give up. He gets a 1st down, Conneaut. It's a Spartans 1st down. Remember, your first step to good health starts by talking to a professional at University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, the science of health and the compassion of caring. Great pickup by Jake Slayton. Somehow managed to make that something out of nothing. all the way up to the 44-yard line. 7:20 to go. Jake Slayton throws it down low. They're going to say not complete.
Pass to Nunez, incomplete.
Nunes rather.
Second and 10.
I'm listening to the stadium announcer too much, and intended receiver was Anthony Nunes. Too low. Incomplete pass. Second down. Jake with a man to his left there on his hip. Hands it off to Zach Rice. Shakes off one tackler, and he gets up to the 50-yard line. Dragged down finally. Big burst of speed there after he shook off that first tackle. Gets about 6 yards.
He's tripped up after a gain of 6 on the play.
It'll be 3rd and 4 upcoming. Less than 7 to go in the half.
Spartans right at midfield.
Still have the 7 points. They're trailing 24-7 here.
Down.
Jake with 2 guys on both sides, and a man steps over the line there. It's going to be encroachment or offsides on Beechwood.
Foul, encroachment on the Bisons.
Move the ball up there, and it will be a first down. Conneaut Spartans.
That'll be an automatic first down for Conneaut.
Moving the ball more upfield. They're in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Jake Slayton, same play. Hands it off. That's Anthony Nunes. Shakes one, jukes one guy, bounces outside of the right. He's got open daylight there. He's going to go. Gets knocked down. He's inside the 10-yard line. A big pickup. Anthony Nunes. Big play there.
Nunez, the ball carrier.
Conneaut looking like they really want this now. Trying to shake those guys off at all costs. Turning up some heat there, and
30-yard gain on the play.
they'll mark him down at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 40. First down and goal at the 5. Conneaut looking to score. Less than 6 to go. And it will be a timeout called by Beechwood. We'll take this brief timeout here as Conneaut's looking to score. Stay tuned for more on 1360 WOW.
Halftime show coming your way with the band and drill team, and our cheerleaders are going to be performing for you too. Stick around, it's going to be a great halftime.
I didn't know if it was that or if it was just, we were having issues or something. Jake Slayton keeps that one.
He's stopped immediately by a herd of bison.
Stopped immediately. Jake Slayton kept that ball and was stopped immediately by a wall of Bison players there. They got right inside and hit him. So it's second down, lost 1 yard. 2nd and 6. Still looking to score here. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion for Conneaut. And he throws it over the head and incomplete. Intended for Robert Hagstrom, I believe.
Goes incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Just like that, it's 3rd down for Conneaut. look to make something happen here in order to get a touchdown on the board. Otherwise, they may have to kick this one. But there is definitely no shame in letting Joey Merlin kick. Jake Slayton dropping back to pass. He's got Zach Rice open, and Zach Rice is going to go in for a Conneaut touchdown. Conneaut touchdown. Jake Slayton to Zach Rice for a 6-yard pass, dump-off pass. Zach Rice at great awareness. Jake Slayton was flushed out of the pocket. Zach Rice was right there for him. Takes it in for a 6-yard touchdown. Brought to you by Lake Erie Automotive. They have several deals going on, including $24.97 for a synthetic blend oil change, and also $34.97 for a full synthetic oil change. They also provide brake checks, fluid level check, lights check, of course your belts and hoses, tire check, and chassis lubrication. With that, also the summer savings are coming to a close, but 10% off included for the summer savings coupon. Call 440-593-5980, Lake Erie Automotive on West Main Road. The kick is up, and it's good. Conneaut Spartans on the board again. 5:03 left to go in the first half. 24-14. They're still trailing Beechwood, but they have definitely gotten better at being efficient on offense there and move the ball down the field very nicely. Couple big gains there by Anthony Nunes breaking out there on that big run. Zach Rice as well. Jake Slayton with that play that ended up turning out to be a first down that looked like it was going to result in a huge sack or a loss. And a beautiful play by Jake Slayton to stay upright and keep going, never quit. That's what this Conneaut team mentality is about, not quitting, no matter what the odds are.
Entering Wiggins will go deep now for the Bisons.
Diablo Harris Wiggins out there to return.
Set up for the kickoff.
Joey Merlin getting set to kick. And a short kick there. Joey Merlin, it's going to bounce. Oh, and close. Joey Merlin and Conneaut has tried that several times there where they put it between the first line and the second line of defense to try to get, it's kind of a exotic attempt at an onside kick. And they almost got to it. But one of the Bisons finally fell right on top of that one. Bison ball at the 40-yard line, or the 35 rather. Getting set is Minner, and he's going to hand it off to Wiggins. Gets upfield, gets pushed out of bounds by Anthony Nunes at the 40. Maybe the 41.
Takes it around the outside, run out of bounds by Munoz. Picks up 7 on the run.
Second down and 3, they'll call it. Minner getting set with Wiggins to his side. He's going to hand off to Wiggins again. Wiggins gets pushed out of bounds finally, kind of stayed upright there. Nunes, same play again. Nunes was right there to push him out, but that one went for a bigger gain. Beachwood first down.
17-yard gain on the play.
17-yard pickup by Wiggins there. Dominic Wiggins, that senior who's got a tremendous amount of speed and balance to stay upright. Another handoff on the right side, third one in a row. Bursts through, gets through one tackler. Finally tackled by Dacon Chabot and Chase Carpenter.
Drives down for another Bison first down.
Another pickup of 10 plus and another Beechwood first down here.
11-yard gain on the play. Chase Carpenter in on the tackle.
All the way up at the 28-yard line now. 4:20 to go. Handoff and immediately stopped this time by Joey Bowen. Ball also came out. I think that was after the play. Wiggins, another carry. Fourth carry in a row, that one. Joey Bowen immediately met him at the line there. Looked like it was also going to cut back to the right. Joey Bowen said this time, not going to happen. Stop for a loss of 2. He's back at the 30-yard line now. The handoff there, that's to Wiggins again, who's rolling right on the handoff on the motion play. Goes to the left side this time. Versus speed, gets a pickup of maybe 10 yards or so, but with the loss there, there's still probably a few short of the first.
7-yard gain on the play.
They're going to say 7-yard gain. Mark him down at the 23-yard line now. 3rd and 5, Beechwood. Less than 3 to go in the half. Handoff this time, number 8's the man in carrying. That's Horn Jr. this time. Haven't seen him yet. Takes around the outside and picks up a Beechwood first down.
We have an official timeout. Injury timeout on the field.
There's an injury down on the field here, so a Beechwood player is down. I think that's Horn Jr. who took the carry. He's laying down. Definitely hurt. This fantastic Beechwood Bison team, led by head coach Damian Creel, is very well coached and very well organized. Of course, they have that fantastic facility, but there's a lot more to this program than that. It starts with a mentality with this team. A lot of family members, definitely. The Wiggins brothers, Diablo Harris Wiggins and Dominic Wiggins, the two running back, well, one's a running back, the other one's a wide receiver, as well as the Minter brothers, Kyler, Jalen Minter, the quarterback, and Derek Minter, one of the running backs, as well as the head linebacker for this defense. And that's Horn Jr., the man that was injured on that carry, coming off the field slowly.
Beechwood has the ball down on the Conneaut 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
Did get the first down though, so it'll be first down at the 15. Clock is ticking, about 2:30 to go. Beechwood in position to score again from the 15-yard line. That's Wiggins, gets the carry, rolls left, shakes out one guy, picks up a few there.
Kitchen Wiggins on the run around the outside. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 now for Beachwood.
Flushed out by Zach Rice and a couple other guys there. Joey Merlene was out there. 2-yard gain. Still threatening to score, but only less than 2 minutes to go here in the half. We're going to have to make something happen within the next couple plays. And Minter's going to keep it himself this time. Shakes out one guy. Might have got close to the first down there. Big pickup by him.
Minter on the quarterback keeper. He's finally stopped by Joey Bowen.
Joey Bowen, the man to stop him finally. 3rd down, but short.
Down, 1 to go.
Minter with great balance there. Just a nightmare for this defense to try to contain him with that type of speed. and his ability to just shake out of some of the defenders and takes those hits but still manages to stay on his feet very well. Wiggins cuts back right, and he's going to go in for the score. 3rd and short. They score on that play. Beechwood, another touchdown here. Definitely with that high caliber offense that they've been showing off, has showed that they can put points on the board against anybody, including this Conneaut Spartan defense that is very tough. With about a minute left, we'll see with the extra point here what the score might be going into the half. And the kick is up by Torres, and it's good. Now the score stands 31 for Beechwood and 14 for Conneaut. With 1:07 left to go in the half. Stay tuned in a little bit here for our Conneaut Save-A-Lot halftime recap, brought to you by Conneaut, your local Conneaut Save-A-Lot. Split chicken breasts are $1.29 a pound. Pork loins are $1.49 a pound. Conneaut Save-A-Lot, not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And of course, stay tuned for the Bornick Tractor Sales halftime scoreboard. See the full line of steel power equipment, steel chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, and power washers. Bornick Tractor Sales, 3 miles south of I-90 on Route 7.
More action to come.
Definitely a lot more to come in the second half here. Kind of showing that they've managed to figure out the Bison defense to some degree, but it's the Bison offense that they haven't been able to stop once. And a weird bounce there, and picked up by Tallis Andrews, who gets dragged down. Bad communication there by Conneaut on who was grabbing that ball. Finally, Tallis picked it up, but had a tough time grabbing it. Had no time to really move with that one. As athletic as Beechwood is, they were down the field very fast. But they will have it at the 25-yard line to start. They have 1:03 to go 75 yards. Maybe they can close the gap here and bring it back within 10. They're right now trailing by 17. Snap from Jake Slayton there. Throws it out and immediately hit by Kiefer Manigello. Gets immediately hit. Hit low too, down by his legs, and he's laying down right now.
Immediately taken down by Wiggins.
Hit hard.
Official timeout, injury timeout.
Definitely can feel that one from up here as well. Not good. First play by Conneaut only went for a couple yards. Kiefer definitely gave himself up for that one. The Bison player, which I'm not sure who it was, cut him down pretty low and completely fell, end over end onto the ground. Kiefer got right up though. It hurt, definitely, I'm sure it must have, but he got right up. Not a limp or anything, so no leg injury that I can tell. Probably just came down hard on his top side and definitely felt that one. He might sit the rest of this half out, but hopefully we'll see him in the second half of play. We need him out there. It'll be 2nd and 8, Conneaut. Clock is running, 50 seconds to go. Snap from Jake Slayton there. Quick blitz by Conneaut, and Anthony Nunes gets it immediately, but hit hard, met very quickly by number 58 for. That was Jack Pope and a couple other guys for Beachwood. 3rd down for Conneaut. Need to make something happen here. They got 33 seconds left. Timeout Spartans. They want to talk the next few plays over if they need to make a drive here to go deep. That was a quick timeout here. Usually most of these are 2 minutes, but that one was kind of abbreviated. Probably didn't need all that much time, so they're coming out of it. 33 seconds left. Beechwood up 31-14 here. Jake Slayton throwing a deep pass intended for Tellis Andrews. Just overthrew him by a couple steps.
Andrews is incomplete.
It was a good attempt, though, by Jake Slayton, though. Had plenty of time to throw it. Tellis was in double coverage, but was fast enough to break out of some of those defensive backs to make some space. Now with Kiefer out, I'm not sure who's going to kick right now. Who's the next man out kicking? Will they kick it, too, with only 28 seconds left? I'm sure they have to, just to make sure that there's not another score by Beechwood. Anthony Nunes is the man that's going to set to kick it. There was definitely some type of good kick by Nunes. No flag thrown. It was either a false start or offsides. Kick all the way down at the 11-yard line. Great first kick of the year for Anthony Nunes. Might have a new job here as the punter.
The Bisons will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 down at the 12-yard line. I'm sure they'll just kneel and go into half here. All the way downfield that far. .8 to go before we go into the halftime show here. Beechwood definitely scored a lot of points very fast. 31 points in the half. This half alone. We'll see what happens in the second half. We got a lot of big pickup plays, 50-yard gains, a lot of possessions ended like that as well, with a couple interceptions as well. Well, one interception and one fumble. And the kneel down by Minner, and that's going to take us to halftime here, where the score is still Beechwood 31, Conneaut 14. Stick around for the second half here on 1360 WOW Sports Radio.
And the Conneaut Spartans 14, halftime coming your way.
Oh, okay. Well, I got time.
Let's give it up to Beachwood Cheer Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, I now direct your attention to the center of the field. Welcome your 2020 Beachwood High School Marching Band and Drill Team. They're still the biggest little band in all the land. And tonight, we're going to take you back to those homecoming memories as we perform Winner's Circle, an original composition commissioned for marching band. And then we'll transition on and take you on Broadway. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. our final selection, we look to the sky along with ELO and see there in a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in play, and we say, hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you.
So, Beechwood thrives off that big 10-plus yard play, especially through the air. They're dual threat. I wouldn't say they definitely throw the ball more than they pass it. It's a fairly balanced attack on offense, but one that definitely Conneaut has struggled to come up with.
The Beachwood band is under the direction of David Ludington, assisted by Shelley McKenzie and our former field commander, Gabby Greer-Jones, along with drill team advisor Jasmine Stevens. We would like to thank the Board of Education, administration, staff, students, and you, the community, for your continued support. Thank you.
Quarter play. That's an interesting score, 6-2. Sounds like a baseball game. The Pymatuning Valley Lakers all over the Matthews Mustangs, playing at home. PV's playing at home. 34-0 that score is over the Mustangs right now. Over in Pennsylvania, the Iroquois Braves playing the Union City Bears. 24-14. Iroquois leads Union City. McDowell leading Cathedral Prep 14-0 right now. Northwestern playing Cochranton 7-0. Northwestern leads right now. LeBray all over Liberty 34-6 at half. Also, as well as some games played tomorrow. Fort LaBeouf at home against the Girard Yellow Jackets in that little group that they're playing in. And that's all that I have right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, Gilmore at home against our old rival that we just played against a few weeks ago, JFK Eagles, at Gilmore in Gates Mills, Ohio. As well as Oil City's at home against Cash, our PA doppelganger. So we'll see if Cash can pull that one out. Oil City definitely a formidable opponent for them. Fairview playing at home against Mercier's Prep tomorrow at 7 p.m. That's all that I've got. So, as well as we can change gears a little bit to pro sports as well. Well, the Browns are playing the Washington football team on Sunday. Stay tuned for that, definitely, as we are 1-1 on the season. Won last week against the Cincinnati Bengals, against a rookie quarterback, Joe Burrow. Was not definitely the cleanest win that we could have had, but it's a win nonetheless, so we're 1-1 on the season. Going into a game, a very winnable game against the Washington former Redskins, the Washington football team. It's a historic game as well, I should note, because at First Energy Stadium, it'll be a historic game that has never happened. It's unprecedented that there will be 3 professionals on the field that are all female. 3 female professionals, a Washington coach, a Cleveland coach, and a referee, all female. That has never before happened, where all 3 teams, I guess, so to speak, all had a female associate on it. So, unprecedented moment in sports history. The Cleveland Indians completed a 4-game sweep of the Chicago White Sox last night and clinched 2 nights ago, clinched a playoff spot. Right now we're still in the wild card spot, but we're only 1 game behind Chicago and 2 games behind Minnesota for the AL Central crown. So we'll see if we can win out here. Game is being played tonight. I'll have to get you a score maybe on that. The first pitch against the Pirates was a 7-10, and we're playing a 3-game series against the Pirates at home. Very winnable games against the Pirates. Not a very good team this year. A great fashion that Cleveland won too, is very epic fashion. Came back and won in the 7th inning. Jose Ramirez smacked a 2-run double off the wall, and a couple guys came around to score to take the lead 5-4, and they ended up winning 5-4. And before that, the last 2 nights on Wednesday night and Tuesday night were walk-offs as well. So great baseball the Cleveland Indians are playing right now. Let's see, 1-0 Cleveland in the 4th inning leads the Pittsburgh Pirates. Carlos Carrasco threw 4 innings, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks, and no runs allowed. So 1-0 Cleveland.
For the Bisons. Here we go.
Exciting play for right now. Exciting to be a Cleveland Indians fan again. We will have a postseason remember, as Tom Hamilton would say. Getting set to return here, as Conneaut will kick the ball. We're back at Beechwood High School, and Joey Merlin kicked it, and it's in the hands of Wiggins, who brings it out. Gets finally pushed out of bounds by Tallis Andrews. Knocked out at the 25-yard line, we'll call it.
He's knocked out of bounds by Tallis Andrews.
Diablo Harris Wiggins looked like he underestimated the distance of that kick and caught it like up on his shoulder pad. Brought it out though. Got a handle on it, brought it out. Managed to make a decent return out of it. The ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. That's where the Bisons will take over on downs to start the second half. Minter in a quarterback still, throws a quick pass out left on a screen, and that's complete to, and he goes backwards to try to get more room. Not a very good decision. I think that was Kirk's. No, that was Wiggins out in the flat. Ran backwards, actually ended up being a loss. Probably would have gotten a few yards, but tried to get more space. Tried to circle route some of the defenders, including Merlin and Tallis Andrews, and not a good decision by Wiggins. Lost 1 yard there. 2nd and 11. Ball on the 26 now. And a handoff to Wiggins, who will run the ball left. Stopped immediately by a couple defenders. Joey Bowen in there.
Stopped by a horde of Spartans.
It'll be 3rd down, no gain on the play for Beechwood.
Down.
getting set here. They had to talk over the spot of the ball. 3rd and 12. The Bison are set with 2 wide right, and Minner's going to drop back to pass, and he's flushed out of the pocket, and a sack by Conneaut. That looked like it was number 60. 62.
That's going to bring up a 4th down now for Beachwood. As Nunez sets back for the Spartans.
62.
Pass it! You got number!
That's what made the stop.
All right, I don't know. I don't have a name for 62, but that's who made the sack for Conneaut. And Tellis Andrews on the punt almost got in there and blocked it. And the ball takes a good favorable Bison roll and rolls out about 7-8 more yards, gets stopped down at the 35.
Spartans will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Conneaut though, 3 and out to start the half. Very impressive how the defense looked right there, and that's what we will need going forward. 31 points already we're up against, and if we allow any more, we will be outmatched definitely with this trying to keep up with all those points. Jake Slayton in with 2 men on both sides of him, and he's going to hand it off to Zach Rice, who takes it right up, gets stopped immediately. Guy's nipping at his heels. He's dragged down.
Nunez, the ball carrier.
Oh, that was Zach. Oh, sorry, that was Anthony Nunes.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play, though.
Here Holmes in on the tackle. Marquez Pinckney as well.
2nd down, still 10. 9 to go in the 3rd. Jake Slayton, shotgun, pitches it out to Zach Rice, who gets a handle on it and didn't have much room to go there. We were way deep into territory. Jake Slayton was just looking to get rid of it. Probably lost 1 or 2.
Loss on the play of 2.
It'll be 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Conneaut looking at what to call here. Very uncertain this time. They got 2 wide right and a man left, and Zach Rice is on the right hip of Jake Slayton. Takes it right out of shotgun there, and he's going to hand it off to Zach Rice. Interesting play call on 3rd and 12. Zach Rice gets a couple yards, but nothing close to what we needed to get the 1st down. And it'll be 4th down. Conneaut will have to kick.
No gain on the play. 4th down.
Anthony Nunes coming back in to kick the ball here. Jake Slayton also out there as a defender to run down the punt. Anthony Nunes kicking. Kiefer Manigello still out. Decent kick by Anthony Nunes. Takes a nice roll. Gets a lot more yardage to it. Gets down past the 30 to the 28. That's where the Bison will take over.
On the 28-yard line, where the Bison will take over. 1st and 10.
It's right down there.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Orange Theory Fitness and Coke Juice and Smoothie Bar, for their support this season. We appreciate it.
We'd like to also thank, of course, too, some of our beloved sponsors that we've always loved. Gertie's Pharmacy, celebrating 60 years. Stop in for your flu shot or other vaccines. Gertie's Pharmacy on Main Street in Conneaut. And Minder's going to keep the ball. He's rolling right here on the first play of their drive. And he cuts inside and he gets a few yards to run there. Picks up a first down and gets maybe up all the way to past the 50. Finally pushed out by Jason Hurd.
Into Spartan territory for a Bison.
Great blocking by, that was Kirks, the wideout, and a couple other guys out there in front. Minter, the other Minter, the brother Minter, as well as Kirks was out blocking. And one of the guards was out as well too, and that was a great run by Minter to keep control. And the handoff to Wiggins.
Wiggins, the ball carrier, he's run out of bounds by
maybe a gain of 3 there. Beechwood up to about the 43-yard line. Moving upfield very quick already. .6:30 to go in the third. Still 31-14, Beechwood leads. Moving the ball downfield past midfield here. Looking to tack on more points. And Minter here, he's going to throw it deep and over the head of Derek. That was Horn Jr. there, who was the guy that was originally injured. He's back in the game, the intended receiver there. Minter overthrew him severely, and that'll bring up third down. Third and 8 on the 43. Another man in motion again. Minter's going to pass again. Nice little dump-off pass. Knocked down by Tellis Andrews. Incomplete pass.
Flag on the play.
That is intended for one of the tackles, Abdu Zanikwe. I'm not sure. I assume he was an eligible receiver. No call with that, but either case, Tellis Andrews got right in there and tipped it.
Illegal forward pass against the Bison.
Yeah, illegal forward pass. That's the call. So that'll back him up. On top of it being fourth down, it'll also back him up quite a bit. Back to the 48 there, so 5 yards. Minter's also kicking the ball. And it takes a favorable Beechwood roll there and goes all the way down to the 4-yard line. That's where Conneaut will take over. Not what we needed, but we will have to deal with the elements as they come to us. Jake Slayton and company will come back out to try to move the ball 96 yards. First and 10, they'll mark it at the 5. First and 10, Conneaut. 6 minutes to go in the third. Jake Slayton drops back to pass. He gets flushed out of the pocket, rolling right. He's got room, and he completes it to Kiefer Manigello, who's back in the game. Pushed out of bounds. Big pickup by Conneaut. Moves the ball all the way upfield to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive. 35-yard pass to Kiefer.
Pass plays right out of bounds by Ben Desatnik. First down, Spartans.
It's a Conneaut Spartans first down. Conneaut Medical Center. Remember, your first step to good health care starts by talking to a professional at University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, the science of health and the compassion of caring. And intended for Anthony Nunes, dropped. Threw behind him a little bit, but I think Jake Slayton was thinking he couldn't lead him out too far, or else that could be bad news bears for Conneaut. Too many Bison defenders closing in could have meant a bigger hit possibly, or even worse yet, an interception. So I think Jake threw it behind him on purpose, but that's just my opinion. 2nd and 10. Jake with Zach Rice on his right side there, and the ball falls down, but Jake Slayton picks it up there on a pickup play.
Quarterback keeper sneaks through for about a yard.
Quarterback keeper went upfield there for about a yard play. Wow, that was kind of an interesting play there.
To bring up 3rd down.
I kind of missed what happened there with the exchange there, but I think Zach Rice took it and then it got pitched back to Jake Slayton because he hit a wall of defenders and had to move upfield. So it's 3rd and 8. Conneaut. Oh. And offsides by Beachwood. And we'll move it up 5 more yards there.
5-yard penalty.
Mike Bartone back in. So we're up to almost close to midfield here. Instead of 3rd and 8 there, it'll be 3rd and 3. Still have to pick up this 3-yard gain here to keep the play and the drive alive. Jake Slayton drops back, throws it, completes it to Tellis Andrews, who's got some room to go here, and he's cutting back at the 20, the 10, he's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Conneaut takes it to the house on a slant pass. Jake Slayton on 3rd and 3, throws it to Tellis Andrews on a nice slant pass, goes all the way to the house. Mike Bartone was there to catch that one. That was important. Conneaut Spartans touchdown brought to you by Lake Erie Automotive, now providing free loaner cars with any major repair, free shuttle service or pickup, and delivery at no charge available. Plus, they disinfect your car from COVID protection. Lake Erie Automotive on West Main Road. Great pass there, and did not throw behind him that time. Right on the money. Jake Slayton completes it to Tellis Andrews. Those two have definitely shown a lot of chemistry this year, and it shows in moments like this. Joey Merlin getting set for the extra point, and it's up and good. They tack on an extra one. Conneaut Spartans only trailing by 10. I don't think anyone would have imagined at this point in the game we'd be trailing by 10. 31-21. Beechwood still in the lead. They take over possession. 4:33 left.
Don't forget, fans, concession stand still has a lot of good things waiting for you.
Getting set to take the kickoff here is Wiggins.
Minter and Wiggins back for the Bison. Merlin ready to kick for the Spartans.
And Joey Merlin getting set to kick the ball. And it's back. It's deep over the head of Wiggins. Sails into the end zone. It'll be touchback. Nice kick by Merlin, and also great coverage by Conneaut Special Teams to get downfield very quickly.
Bison will start on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Bison take over here at the 20-yard line after the touchback. And Minter's going to keep it himself. He gets upfield here. He's breaking away. He's got a lot of speed upfield there. Anthony Nunes goes all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big pickup by Minter. Big run there. I think he was looking to take that one all the way to the house from the 20. It was a 50-yard gain by Minter. Jalen Minter all the way up to the 30 now. And it's definitely Conneaut was not ready, or they were napping on that one because I don't think they were all set up properly. Unfortunately, that led to Jalen Minter getting lost in the handoff there. Now Wiggins gets hit immediately by Jason Hurd. Makes the stop.
Wiggins met immediately by Jason Hurd. Loss of a couple on the play.
Loss of a few. Jason Hurd has been exceptional on defense today and the last few weeks, definitely. Last week he was big with that win against Edgewood. Jason Hurd made a lot of stops. Probably was the leading tackler last week and made a few stops for a loss. One of the key players on the defense that has been emerging as we get deeper into the season. Second and 13, Bisons getting set, man in motion, going left to right, and Minter's going to keep it, and he's going right again. He loves going to the right side there, and he gets hit finally by Anthony Nunes, who gets up to him. He knew that Anthony Nunes knew that his best chance of attack was trying to cut towards him instead of trying to beat him to the sideline, because once he beats you to the sideline, there's no turning back for Minter. He's got just great athletic.
We've got a 3rd and 6 now for the Bison.
Third and 6. And Minter's going to keep it again. Ducks down, lowers his head, gets hit at about the 20-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down. It'll be 4th and short for Beechwood. Either case, I'm sure they'll go for it here. Nothing really to lose unless they go with the kicker, as they went with one time, and he'd made his kick, probably a 35-yard kick for Torres. Looks like Minter will keep this one and run up right up the middle and pick it up. Only needed 1 yard. Got at least 2.
For a Bison first down.
Bison first down here. 1:53 left to go. 1:50 and clock's rolling in the third. The Bison looking to score one more time here. Getting close. It will take a turnover here to really, or some great red zone defense, which we've already seen. And a flag's thrown. False start against Beachwood here. That'll back them up 5 more. Exactly what Conneaut was looking for here. Penalties have definitely been an issue for Beechwood. Not a lot of discipline on their line, offensively or defensively. They've been called quite a bit more than we have, so one saving grace. One saving grace definitely for us as well. And a fumble, and it's picked up by Conneaut. And it's going to be Conneaut Spartans ball, picked up by Kiefer Manigello.
Right around the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line, Kiefer Manigello, the run by Wiggins there. Knocked out of bounds, knocked the ball out of him. I'm not sure who laid the hit. The ball was loose and picked up by Kiefer Manigello, and Conneaut Spartans will take over. Kiefer missed sorely, for the time he was out, and now he is back in with 1:09 to go. Getting set here quickly, Jake and Conneaut Spartans offense getting set deep in their zone here. Jake Slayton throws it out and slips out of the hands of Anthony Nunes. Good, well-thrown ball by Jake Slayton. Anthony Nunes was just let out a little too much. So, second down, Conneaut upcoming. And second down, Jake Slayton's going to hand it off to Zach Rice, who's got a full head of steam there. Finally hit hard down low.
Zach Rice, the ball carrier.
And an injury by looking down Beechwood, one of the Beechwood players down, grabbing his leg.
Official timeout, injury timeout.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll take this brief injury timeout. Stick around for some commercial break here, and we'll be back in a bit here on 1360 WOW.
Back here at Beechwood Stadium.
Conneaut Spartans after the turnover, and a quick couple plays here. First down, Conneaut. Jake Slayton stepping up to pass. He's throwing it deep, and he completes it. It's a deep ball pass, and he's going to take it to the 20, the 10, all the way to the house. Touchdown, Conneaut Spartans right out of the gate after coming out of an injury timeout. Kiefer Manigello. Deep. I think that was Diablo Harris Wiggins that went for the interception, jumped up to try to get it, and overthrew him, or went right over his head. Kiefer Manigello with a great catch, and that was a deep pass, 70 yards all the way for the score. Conneaut Spartans. Also, we'd like to thank for the first down, Chris Breck State Farm. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm, here to help life go right. Only 9.4 left to go in the quarter. Conneaut Spartans nipping on the Bisons' heels here. Getting set to take a 3-point, still down 3 here, and a botch snap. Oh no. Botch snap, and
broken up play on the point after.
Jake Slayton did not, he lost the hold on that one. No kick was attempted, so they're not down 3, they're down 4 now.
27.
Another injury to Beechwood, I keep wanting to say Buffalo Bill. The Beechwood Bison here, that's number 3 it looks like. Desmond Tate, who's limping off the field. They just had an injury which led to that brief timeout, and we came right out of that timeout, and a 70-yard pass to Kiefer Manigello for a score there, all the way downfield. Jake Slayton threw a well-thrown ball, almost intercepted by Diablo Wiggins, but right out of the reach of them and right on the money. Kiefer, great catch, and basically was able to walk in for the score there. 70 yards for the house. Jake Slayton's having a great day now. Started out with an interception on the very first drive, and just like last week, had 2 interceptions early, but got back into it and managed to step it up quite a bit. I think when the pressure's on for Jake, he knows that he needs to do better to improve to help the team win. Joey Merlin with the kick there, and fielded by Wiggins. He's going to bring it upfield there. Slips out of one tackle. Moves up past the 40-yard line, finally dragged down by Anthony Nunes and Tellis Andrews.
He's brought down by Nunez and Andrews.
2 seconds left in the third.
At the 44-yard line.
Beechwood will have the ball at the 44. 2 seconds left, then we will turn around, go the other direction here to end the game, or to end the third quarter.
And that's going to bring the end of the third quarter.
Stick around for this exciting fourth quarter upcoming. Beechwood still trailing, but only down by 4 of the Conneaut Spartans. 31 for Beechwood, 27 Conneaut on 1360 Wild Sports Radio.
Allie Burns, Sarah Burns, Ilana Feuerman, Ronnie Avaton, Maddie Rosenblit, Sloan Harris, Michaela Lurie, Becca Harlan, Zoe Rosner, Riley Sharp, Tila Simon, Nadia Hall, and Rachel Brown, coached by Tiffany Sloan. Let's give it up for our varsity 2020 cheer squad.
Okay.
Winter, the quarterback keeper.
And we're back here at Beechwood High School. Coming out of the fourth quarter here, Beechwood takes over. They move the ball upfield on a run play by Wiggins. First down on the first play there, a 10-yard run. They get it up to the Conneaut Spartans 42-yard line. After that big 70-yard pass play, Conneaut only trailing by 4 after they were down 17 at half. And a run play by Wiggins cuts up to the left sideline. Finally flushed out by Jason Hurd.
Picks up a couple on the play. 2nd and 8 now for the Bisons.
Second and 8 upcoming here. Minter faking the handoff, throws up the middle. Chase Carpenter lays the hit immediately as the catch was coming. And that was Kendon Kirks was the intended receiver, looking around like no flag, and Anthony Nunes is like, get up, man, let me help you up. He's not going to wait around and let any flags be thrown. I honestly thought it was a clean play myself. Perfect timing by Carpenter just to drag him down. Tighter coverage, definitely Rocco DeBrand's got a lot of tighter coverage. Coach Talbacca is calling much better game here in the second half against this strong offense. 3rd and 8, ball's at the 40-yard line here. We'll see if they can convert this one so the pressure's not on them. Minter cuts back inside, running strongly, gets the first down, and then more. Trying to fight this Conneaut Spartans team off all by himself.
He picks up another Bison first down. Corey's wrangled down to the ground by Jason Hurd.
Jason Hurd with a stop again. 11 minutes to go in the whole game. Ball's at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 on the Spartans 27-yard line.
I can say for sure that Beechwood's offense definitely has a tougher time moving the ball inside the 20 than they do stretching the whole field. Wiggins hands up the middle, hit immediately by a couple defenders. Stop for no gain. That was Hurd and Chabot.
By Hurd. Picks up about a yard on the play. Second and 9 now for Beachwood.
And a fake handoff there, and a pass knocked right down. Zach Rice in coverage. The bigger man over Wiggins there. I think Wiggins was the intended. No, I'm sorry. That was Horn. Desmond Horn Jr.
Incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down now for the Bison.
Third down and long. 3rd and 9, I should say. 10-10 left to go in the game here. 10-10. Big date upcoming this year in a couple weeks. Tomorrow. Minter hands off, and he gets stopped for a couple yards there. Great containment by Chabot, and that defensive line for Conneaut.
Picks up a couple, stopped by Joey Bowen.
Joey Bowen also in on that play.
Going to bring up 4th down now.
4th and 9. Ball's on the Conneaut 26. The Bison have to make a big decision here to go for it or kick the ball and pin Conneaut way deep. Looking over to the sideline, the coach himself definitely trying to call some things, and there's definitely some confusion by Beechwood. Minter coming over to the sideline. A timeout is called by Beechwood.
Beechwood takes a timeout. And I think we're getting ready to be blinded by the lights by our band. It's the weekend.
So with 9:21 left to go in the game, we got quite a Donnybrook on our hands, as some would say, and 4-point game. We'd like to thank first I'd like to say thanks for Dairy Queen for sponsoring our player of the game. I'm going to have a very difficult decision to make upcoming here. I have no idea who to go with. I mean, I love a lot of players that I've loved all year. I don't want to always give it to the same guys many times in a row, but I may have to. Our Dairy Queen player of the game brought to you by your local Conneaut Dairy Queen. The new fall blizzard menu is here. Try the caramel apple pie. They're out of the pumpkin pie, so I've been told. But the caramel apple pie is still available. The brazier menu, of course, available on cold nights like this. We got actually quite a warm bit of weather coming up this weekend, so get some ice cream from Keith and his lovely staff. And Dairy Queen is fantastic. Stop in and see them today or tomorrow, all weekend long. Great weather coming up. And coming out of the timeout here, Minter's going to throw it, and it's complete downfield. That's to number 9. I think that's Derek Minter. Complete, moving the chains.
Desmond Horn Jr., he comes down with it.
No, that was Desmond Horn Jr., number 8. I have a tough time reading
And picks up a first and goal.
the 9 and the 8 there, but that's a first down, Bison. They're first and goal at the 9. This could be the game here. Being up 4, scoring right here might be too tough for Conneaut to overcome. Hey, Wiggins rolling out right. Got no room to run there. Cuts back in a little bit. Somehow managed to pick up some yardage.
Tiptoes out of bounds.
I have no idea how he managed to sneak through some of those Conneaut defenders, but
On the play.
oh, I guess he didn't. Okay. Far side of the field, couldn't see that far over if he was inbounds or out of bounds. No gain on the play, 2nd and 9. Need to get it in the end zone to keep their drive alive. 8:50 in the game remaining. 31-27 game here late. No one would have suspected quite a tight game such as this, but excited to be here tonight on a fantastic evening. And Minter's going to keep it and roll left. He's got a little bit of headroom to go there, and he gets hit hard near the goal line. I think he's going to be marked down at the 1.
Minter takes it right down to the goal line.
Maybe 3rd and 1. Conneaut going to have a tough couple plays here just to stop another score. They have not been able to stop Minter's running. They've managed to stop him through the air. They gave up some of those big plays early, but they have not been able to stop him in some of these big gains of 10 or more with his legs. And the keep, that's handoff to Wiggins up the middle between the guard and center, and it's in for a Beechwood touchdown. They have not scored in quite some time here, but they have ended their scoring drought with 8:05 in the game. They will pad their lead. Torres coming in to kick. And it's right through the uprights and good.
The extra point is good.
Torres perfect on the day, including the field goal.
Beachwood 38, Conneaut 27.
Beechwood 38, Conneaut 27. Beechwood taking a 11-point lead now. 8 minutes left to go. Definitely a tough mountain to climb here. Need to score twice in order to win the game. Does not look like there's going to be a tie tonight. We'd like to thank, for this fantastic game in the 4th quarter, we'd like to thank Conneaut Savings Bank in Austin, Bergen, Conneaut. See Conneaut Savings Bank for online for information and mobile banking services. We'd also like to thank Bornick Tractor Sales for the scoreboard upcoming. Stick with us for the post-game scoreboard upcoming by Bornick Tractor Sales. See the full line of steel power equipment, steel chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, power washers. Bornick Tractor Sales, 3 miles south of I-90 on Route 7.
Indiana's Bryson Andrews back to the Spartans.
And the kick is back and returned by Tellis Andrews, who is lifted up and dragged right down. A powerful tackle by Desmond Caldwell.
Andrews on the return, he's stacked up and run down by a herd of Bison.
There's been some very gruesome hits against Conneaut tonight, and I just mean that in the name of the sport. Just definitely some hard hits some of these players have taken, and no serious injuries. Kiefer Manigello left, right before halftime, and came back in to start the 3rd quarter and made that big play for 70 yards on that scoring touchdown, the receiving touchdown. So we know he's definitely better and feeling well again. But I'm surprised with the toughness of this Conneaut team. They've taken a lot of hits against this heavier and bigger team, and definitely also a little bit faster too, but much bigger team by Beechwood. And a pass outside to Zach Rice, who stumbles but picks up about 10 yards. Gonna be close to the first down.
He runs it out of bounds. Gain of 9 on the play.
Little comeback route.
1 now for the Spartans.
Right to Zach Rice. They're going to say pick up 9, and it'll be 1 yard short. 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line. Jake Slayton, empty backfield. And the snap, and 79 draws him across there on the double count there by Jake Slayton. Yep, offsides, another offsides by Beechwood. So many to count, I couldn't tell you how many. I haven't been keeping track. Maybe I can give you a number there. A lot of penalties, a lot of yardage they've given us, which has been just a saving grace and has given us a little bit extra life, just enough to keep our drives going at times where we've needed it, and to put up 27 points, which is very impressive against quite an athletic defense like this defense for Beachwood. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for Conneaut. And Jake Slayton's flushed out. He's going to keep it himself. Runs up, maybe gets a yard there. Was chased out of the pocket by McPhillips, an outside linebacker, senior for the Bison.
Pick up a 1 on the play.
Less than 7 minutes to go. 2nd and 8 upcoming. And blitz showing again. Jake Slayton throwing deep. And it was a tough play to make for Tellis Andrews. That was number 4. That was Kendon Kirks in coverage, as well as DeSatnik again out there. Really no way for Tellis to come back with that one unless Jake Slayton threw it out past those guys, because he had them beat, but it was also underthrown. Became a play where Tellis had to come back and play defense because Kirks was more in position there. And the handoff to Zach Rice, who gets a full head of steam there. Picks up a few.
Zach Rice
only if
run. He's tackled by Derek Winter.
Maybe gets to about the 50. That was 3rd down, so a 4th down upcoming here.
The 50-yard line. 4th down, Spartans.
Yeah, the stadium announcer called 1st down here. I think it's 4th and 5 upcoming. This is a tough play for Conneaut. Two wide left and 2 wide right here. Zach Rice on Slayton's left hip. In shotgun. Jake drops back, takes a few steps, gets the catch to Tellis Andrews over to the sideline for a Conneaut Spartans 1st down. Dragged out by Kendon Kirks. That's a Conneaut Spartans 1st down. Conneaut Medical Center. We can't wait to be back in the University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center broadcast booth against LeBray next week at Joslin Field. We've been 3 straight games away. We can't wait to be home, I'd say, more so, and we appreciate Conneaut Medical Center for that and having that awesome broadcast booth that we love. Next Friday, 6:45, Coach's Show on 1360 WOW. Jake Slayton drops back again. Another complete pass to Tellis Andrews on the slant. Immediately hit by 2 guys, though, down at the 25, though. Another 1st down by Conneaut.
Connects with Andrews.
Hit hard again. Tellis has had one heck of a game, but also a very physical game. He's been beaten up quite a bit here.
Another 1st down.
Another 1st down. We'd like to thank Chris Breck State Farm. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Jake Slayton's going to keep the ball. Gets upfield several yards there. Past the 20. Inside the about the 19. I'm not sure if that was a design play for a QB keep, but Jake Slayton thought it was best. He saw some room to run and he took it. And he is going to hand it off that time to Zach Rice, who cuts left, makes a slight juke move. He's going to be close to 1st there. Knocked down about the 15.
Stopped by Derek Winter.
They're going to say 3rd and 1 there. Looks really close to it, but ball's on the 15 and a half. They're going to say it's less than 1 yard there. Ooh, close. Close to another offsides again by the Bison. Definitely some of these big guys like Marks and Winger on that line, not a lot of defense. They're big guys, but once they take that first step, they need to. Oh, and Jake Slayton drops the ball. It falls on it though, falls right on it. 3rd and 1 turned into a kind of a disaster play there. Now it's going to be 4th and 5 most likely.
4th down now for the Spartans.
I'm not sure if it's just kind of cold and a little moist out there and Jake lost his handle on it. Looked like he was going to pass it anyway. And when he was trying to go back into throwing motion there, it looked like he might have dropped it and it slipped out. 4th and 6, the ball's on the 21. Conneaut Spartans timeout here. Stick with us, of course, as we mentioned before, for the Dairy Queen Player of the Game upcoming in about 4 minutes and 11 sequence. Dairy Queen Player of the Game and the Boarding Tractor Sales post-game scoreboard here on 1360 WOW. Quite an exciting game this has been. It was definitely a one-sided first half to some level, or at least a first quarter, where the Bison took an early lead immediately on a couple touchdowns. And Conneaut got back into it, and it was 14-7. And then at the end of the half, it was 31-17. I'm sorry, 31-14. So a 17-point lead. And then at one point, Conneaut cut it down to 4 in the 4th quarter. A botched snap ended up not getting them within 3. Or a botched hold, or rather on the kick, I should say. Botched hold by Jake Slayton. 4th and 6 here. Jake Slayton getting set, drops way back, and he's going to get it completed here to Zach Rice, who's got some room to go, and he's going to cut inside and falls in, and I'm not seeing the signal yet. Zach Rice took that little outlet pass, knocked down at the 1 yard line. He stretched out to try to get that one. They're not going to give it to him. But a 20-yard completion. Conneaut Spartans first down again. Less than 4 minutes now in the game. 1st and down at the 1. Jake Slayton's going to keep it and fall forward. And touchdown called by the line judge. Touchdown Slayton on the keeper, 1 yard out. Conneaut really keeping this game competitive here. We'll see as well too if Jake Slayton, oh no, it looks like Jake is not going to hold this time, or maybe he will. They might go for it here also, just down 5.
Beachwood takes a second timeout.
Beechwood will take a timeout here because I don't think they were expecting a 2-point play.
I'd like to thank all our sponsors.
Good call though by Coach Dobran though. Might as well go for it here since they're down 5. If they get the 2-point conversion, they could be down 1 field goal, and that's what they might need, resting on the leg of Joey Merlin to possibly tie it late in the game if they get close enough.
The Insurance Pad LLC.
As we mentioned before, stick with us next week as we go back home finally and play our old rival LeBray, a very formidable opponent who we played years past. Not as strong as they used to be, definitely, but a very good team nonetheless. They travel up to Conneaut to play us at home next week, 6:45 Coaches Show on 1360 WOW. Week after that, and we get paired for an OHSAA playoff based on our record and seeding. So that'll be on October 9th. And then the week after that, we play at Pymatuning Valley, followed by St. John's at home, and at Jefferson, considering that we all keep winning and we keep getting paired with these teams that don't opt out to go play other teams in the playoffs. And a catch by Zach Rice, who's going to go in for the 2-point score. That'll put Conneaut only down 3. Great play there. Same play that they did just a couple turns ago to get that 20-point or 20-yard gain. That outlet pass to Zach Rice. And that goes for the 3-yard pass for a 2-point conversion. Conneaut only trailing 3 now. 38-35, Beechwood still leads with 3:50 to go in the game. We've never had quite a game as tight as this one, I can say, in some time.
Wow Sports for being here, broadcasting the game live right up here from the press box. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for giving us that accolade there. We appreciate it. We appreciated being here. This has been a fantastic game, as we were saying, and we appreciate Beachwood for letting us be here at this tremendous field. And it's awesome turf. I think the Conneaut players love playing on this artificial turf, and it's they move real quick on here, and they just seem to really move well. And it's been a high offensive game for both teams, but especially Conneaut, who isn't normally used to scoring 35 points. They haven't scored 35 points since week 1 against Grand Valley, when they blew them out 35-7 at home. And we haven't even had a close offensive output to this in quite some time. Only 7 points against Wensiaga, 0 points against JFK, and 22 against Edgewood, but a lot of those points kind of came at the end of the game there, where we ended up coming back to win. That was an exciting game last week to put us to 2-2, looking to get to 3-2 and stay in the win column here. And a low liner kick rolls down at the 3, picked up by a Bison there, who gets a few yards to run there. Maybe gets it almost back to the 20. Could have had him down almost all the way to the 3-yard line.
He's run out of bounds.
Great kick by Joy Merlene there.
Around the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Beachwood.
I think Beechwood was expecting a short kick, so they moved everyone in. They got one guy back, just enough time to scoop it up, and miraculously ran it up the field to about the 22-yard line, so nearly a 20-yard return on just scooping the ball up. So great blocking as well by the Bison. .344 to go here. And he's dragged down immediately. Second down. Second down, Bison here. No gain on the play. .3 minutes to go in the game. It's definitely been a very long game as well. A lot of passes in the game on both sides. And a handoff to Wiggins on a gain of 1, maybe.
Tyler Wiggins, the ball carrier.
It'll be 3rd down and about 9 or 10. Beachwood looking a little passive here late in the game, just trying to run out the clock a little bit.
Timeout, Conneaut.
Timeout, Conneaut again.
That's their second timeout.
Second timeout of the half. We appreciate you listening to this broadcast on 1360 WOW. We've definitely enjoyed this one, and we appreciate Megan Lebzelder back in the studio producing this one. It's been fantastic, as well as Mike Bartone with running the camera on stream for those of you on YouTube. Conneaut has to make one big stop here to keep the game alive for themselves and their hopes alive.
Help in getting the stadium ready. Also the athletic department, all the game workers who've been here tonight working, keeping us safe, keeping us on task, and doing their job. Thank you, gang, for a great season. We appreciate it.
3rd and 9 with 2:55 to go. And Minter's going to take the handoff here. Definitely a crowd momentum going. And it's caught deep. It's going to be a big pickup by the Bison. And now it's going to be hard for Conneaut to get back into this game, but Desmond Horn Jr. with a deep pass there. Great throw by Minton.
Just short of midfield, and a Bison.
Down all the way to about the 50-yard line. Time has stopped, though, as he was also flushed out of bounds by Zach Rice. Zach Rice also with good coverage there. Just a well-thrown ball by Minter. Low snap. But Minter hands it off to Wiggins, who runs over to the right side, and he cuts back left. He's got a little bit of room there, and he loses the other guy. He's going to go all the way right now. 50-yard run by Dominic Wiggins. 50-yard run to the house. And looks like that will do it for the Conneaut Spartans. They've definitely had quite a run this game. Unfortunately, they couldn't stop him on that drive. A big pickup of 20-some yard gain on that pass play on 3rd down and long. And Desmond Horn Jr. picked up that catch down past the 50-yard line. Then a couple plays later, they run it. Wiggins runs it all the way to the house from 46 yards out. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 45 for Beechwood and 35 for Conneaut. They're hanging on to that 10-point lead that they've had for some time here. Only 2:36 left to go in the game. Conneaut trying to give it all they have. Yeah, I definitely have a decision to make here upcoming for Dairy Queen Player of the Game. It's been a high-octane offense here, and there's been a lot of standouts. I mean, Tellis Andrews had his typical game with a lot of receiving yards. I would like to know full stats, but I may not get them from Artemis Murmas. She's in the building. So last week I had a guy from the Star Beacon, Mike, giving me some stats. Oh, and the ball slips through the hands of Kiefer Manigello, and it's going to be a touchback. Conneaut Spartans will take over at the 20-yard line. We've had some great standouts. Jake Slayton has had a fantastic game. He's looked better than he has in any other game, I'd say, for sure. He threw a pick very early, but he's also come back and had 2 touchdowns and 1 passing and 1 rushing, and he's had a great game. I don't know how many yards passing he's had, but a terrific game for him. Zach Rice has been mostly held in check this game with at least rushing the ball. Passing has been a different story. And the snap, Jake Slayton throws it too high. I think that was intended for Kiefer Manigello. No, that was Zach Rice. Another outlet pass there.
Pass intended for Zach Rice, broken up.
Little dump off, another one of those, but thrown too hard and too high. Incomplete, 2nd down, Conneaut. .230 left to go here. Beechwood still up 10. And Jake Slayton rolling left there, and he throws an interception. Just trying to get some of the downfield, throws it to Horn Jr., who's going to make it all the way back up inside the 20-yard line. Threw it into a very crowded room there. Horn Jr., an interception. And that'll end, I believe that'll end Conneaut's offensive possession time for the game. 2:17 to go here. We'll see what transpires the rest of the way out, but I don't think with any more timeouts Conneaut has much option left. It has been a fantastic game. I'd say one of the best games in the area all week for week 5. I'm sure they'll be talking about this one a little bit in some of the papers. Jake Slayton really just trying to keep his team in it, just trying to make some miracles happen, just trying to throw it downfield. And Wiggins going to take it up the middle here. And he gets upfield, gets in about the 5-yard line there, dragged down by Zach Rice.
He's upended right around the 3-yard line. First and goal, Bison.
And all right. All right, and sorry for that technical difficulty here. We're back here at Beechwood Stadium. Beechwood's down at the 3-yard line, looking to score again after that Jake Slayton interception. And Minner's going to hand it off to Wiggins, who cuts left, finally does get dragged down. Couple flags thrown from the backfield.
Wiggins, the ball carrier.
2 flags.
Taken down to the turf by Herman. Flag on the play.
Herman with the stop for Conneaut. Not sure what they'll call, maybe face mask.
Face mask.
Yep, I believe so. Yep. So that'll move them even closer inside. They were Bison were at the 3-yard line. Now they're going to be at the 1.5. Give them a little bit better odds to score here. I'm pretty sure we're all confident that I think Beechwood will score here. But I think honestly this one shouldn't really count towards the overall score. Jake was just trying to kind of get the ball downfield to just kind of make some miracles happen. And Horn for the Bison made a great play, intercepted it, and ran it downfield all the way to about the 10. And then from there, Beechwood has an easy possession to try to get in for the score. 1 minute left to go here and closing. And a flag thrown from behind. That's going to be false start on Beechwood.
False start against the Bison.
That'll back them up to about the 7-yard line after they were there at the 1.5 or 2, we'll call it. 40 seconds to go here. First and goal at the 7 for Beechwood. We'll see if they go for it here. Minner's going to hand it off to Wiggins, and he tumbles in for the score.
Minner with a handoff to Wiggins, and he takes it in for a Bison touchdown.
Bison get another 6 points, and then some more upcoming here, potentially. This is all, at this point, just kind of circumstantial. Conneaut was within 10 points, really within 4 points at one point. And couldn't stop Beechwood on that last drive. They just drove down the field on a couple big plays and scored to make it a 10-point game, and we were pretty sure the game was over already at this point. Now it is as a low kick is no good. The extra point is no good, so it'll be a 16-point game, it looks like, for the final, likely, with 29.1 left. Beechwood leading 51 to 35. It has been a fantastic high-scoring game, and it has been fast-paced and high action. Very exciting for everyone involved, and I'm pretty sure everyone on Conneaut should be very happy with the way this game went, regardless of the outcome. 35 points against a good team, very fast and very strong team. They hit hard, a lot of big hits against our offensive players, and a lot of these guys just got right back up and got back to playing. It's been very difficult for them to stay focused with all that going on, but they've done it, and they deserve a lot of credit. It's been a fantastic game, and they stuck in it offensively. They never lost focus of the task at hand to try to get back into the game, and they always gave it 100% the whole way through the game. I think if the first quarter didn't happen, I think this would be a totally different outcome, perhaps, potentially, if the Conneaut defense had responded a little bit better to this high caliber offense. As a pitch out on the kickoff goes to Kiefer Manigello. He stumbles and slips at the 25. That's where Conneaut will take over. We'll see if they even try anything here at 23.6 to go.
Down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10, Conneaut.
Still trying to debate on Dairy Queen player of the game. I think I know, but I got to definitely got to think about it a little bit here too. So. And drop back by Jake Slayton, who throws it high, threw it overhead of Tellis Andrews, incomplete. Just too high there. Not able to bring that one and corral it down. Incomplete. Second down. Conneaut, 19 seconds left. Only took about 5 off the clock. Definitely temperature dropping here has made the turf slippery, the ball a little slippery too, and it's definitely not helped Conneaut move the ball a little bit when they needed to. Jake rolling left, and he completes it. And it's complete up to midfield there. Anthony Nunes with the catch.
First down, Spartans.
First down, Spartans here. They got 8.2 left to go here. Maybe time for one last play. They're at the 50-yard line. Jake Slayton in at quarterback, at shotgun, drops back, short little pass, completes it to, I think that's Anthony Nunes, who runs out of bounds. Had a little bit of time left on the clock, but I think they're just going to say that was the end of the game there. And that'll stop the game there and stop play. Beechwood wins this one 51-35 over Conneaut. Our Dairy Queen player of the game tonight will be, I'll give it to Jake Slayton, who had a great game at quarterback, probably threw for 200 plus yards offensively. I'm sure probably 250 yards or more. I'll have to finally get the stat, hopefully by next week on that one. And fantastic game by Jake Slayton. On offense, he's the offensive Dairy Queen player of the game. I'll give the defensive Dairy Queen player of the game to Jason Hurd, who probably had close to 10 tackles today, was all over the place, a couple tackles for loss. He's been really stepping it up on defense. Last week against Edgewood, he was a catalyst player defensively. Very exciting to watch him defensively and see him blossom as a junior, and hopefully next year he'll even be better. So it's exciting couple players, Jake Slayton and Jason Hurd for our team. Definitely room for more upcoming here. And we'll talk about the Bordnick. That was the Dairy Queen player of the game, brought to you by our local Conneaut Dairy Queen. We'll also touch upon the Bornick Tractor Sales post-game scoreboard here on 1360 WOW. West Geauga and Edgewood, no final score confirmed on that one. Menor beat Elyria 45-21. Riverside beat Madison 51-7. Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Cleveland Indians 2-1 right now in the bottom of the 7th. Not looking good right now, but hopefully another walk-off from the Indians might suffice. The Geneva Eagles all over the Harvey Red Raiders 42-12 tonight. McDowell leading the Prep Ramblers 17-7 after 3 quarters. Hopefully Cathedral Prep will get back into that one in the 4th. We'll see. The Girard Indians topped the Jefferson Falcons 42-17. The Iroquois Braves pulled out a win over the Union City Bears 35-28. The Northwestern Wildcats won over the Cochranton Cardinals in a shutout 20-0. Chardon Hilltoppers thwomped the Mayfield Wildcats 35-14. LeBray smashed Liberty 54-20 tonight. Pymatuning Valley shut out Matthews 48-0. And that's all I've got for you tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed this broadcast, and we enjoyed it. We look forward to you listening to us next week, 6:45 for the coaches show, the Chris Breck State Farm coaches show. As we face up against LeBray at home. That's always an exciting game. LeBray not as good as they've always been, but still a very strong powerhouse team playing those big schools down south. And definitely we know how good we are, and we're better than we were a few years ago when we played them. So we'll see exactly how well we match up against them, and we'll see how we can pull off a potential upset at home. Stay tuned for that one next week, week 6 on 1360 WOW. Good night, everyone.